Today is September 2nd, 2025, and the NASDAQ has marched from the ashes of March, storming from the 16,500 handle into the stratosphere near the 24,000 handle. And the truth is, the easy money is beginning to disappear. And what we are looking now is not a smooth runway higher. It's a precision battlefield where trend lines and Fibonacci extensions are the only map left. And if you've been following this ascending price support level, we put in a clean divergent high. And this is beginning to form on a classic head and shoulder looking top. And the rising ascending price support level here that cuts through a series of wicks and gaps is the last line in the sand, in confluence of what I believe to be the big sell signal if and when short sellers are able to undercut the 23,200 handle. And that will be the biggest line in the sand and the lifeline of this ascending support level that has been kissed and defended and kissed again. And momentum is bleeding. The RSI, an entire flatlining phase below, undercutting its 50 handle. MACD rolling over and testing its zero line threshold. Stochastics in a bearish crossover state where bulls are beginning to run out of gas while pretending that they still own the skies. Levered long traders and or bull traders, they need a punch back into recovery of the ascending concealed uptrend price support level, ultimately taking out the 23,600 handle where my additional stops will be. And I believe long traders will begin to punch if they can take that and overcut that level to retest the yellow macro uptrend price support level to negate an attempt to burn those divergences. Bear traders were to turn this into the right handing shoulder. The last line in the sand, as I've been hyping up, is the 22,900 handle. And I believe that'll be the neckline and the ultimate escape gate, ultimately crashing down for that secondary target at the 22,200 handle, as the 21,000 handle waits down below as the pit if and when we were to undercut its 50-day moving average and ultimately bleed down below in a very violent phase on what you would call a momentum breakout fueled overshoot. But I'm beginning to get the feeling, unless we can punch back into the above the trend line in a false breakdown scenario, the NASDAQ is no longer a bull parade. It is a knife fight in a dark alley here, and algorithms are beginning to circle. Liquidity is thinning, and every tick here decides the fate of the next 2,000 points. The 2-year, 10-year spread is the infamous recession barometer, and it is spiking out of inversion. And historically, that's when the fun begins. Not during the inversion itself, but when the curve rips higher, because that's when credit stress translates into equities. So here we are. NASDAQ momentum is beginning to exhaust. Fib ladders are stalling at the 23,088, and in the background, the 2S 10S spread is saying time could be up. This just isn't a knife fight on the chart. It's a duel between equity euphoria and a bond market gravity.